Some of the stories they tell are amazing.
The residents are well cared for. I mean, that's the number one priority.
Skilled nursing here is not anywhere near what you would pay in the private sector.
I think he feels good being around all the military people here.
I can go home and be comfortable because I know he's okay.
When you're in a building like this, it's 24 hours a day, and we become really your family.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What you gonna do? You gonna stay back or you gonna sit back?
It's a great team. I think from management to the nurses to the CNAs, housekeepers, they're a great group.
All the support areas get involved in the daily life of the resident. They're a special group of men and women. They've done a lot for us, so we're giving back, and I like to give back.
Just to sit and talk with the residents was one of the most rewarding aspects of the job. The staff here is very caring staff, and they strive very hard to provide quality care. That is in terms of what it is they do with the residents on a daily basis, whether it's addressing the activities of daily living, or whether it's giving medications, or even whether it's just doing their daily assessments. They work very hard.
I develop a relationship not only with the residents, but with the families also. They depend on me. They depend that when they leave here, that I'm taking good care of their family members.
Customer service isn't a department. It's an attitude. And so if you can provide customer service to the families and a loving environment to the resident, I think it's a win-win for both.
Seriously, I was getting to the point where I was really worried about my health. But since he's been in here, I'm much better. He's in better health, I'm happier. It's all good. It really is, it's all good.
They each have their own space in their rooms. It's not like you have to share a room with somebody like in a lot of the private nursing homes where 2 beds in 1 room. They at least get their own space. They share a foyer and a bathroom if they're in a semi-private room.
Even though they call it a semi-private room, I think it's more like a private room. The only thing you share is the bathroom. And I think that's a real wonderful thing. And of course, they try to keep everyone busy, and I love the way they're allowed to just go up and down the halls and just look at things and give them that little bit of independence. I think that's very good too.
If I can match up Air Force guys or Army guys, I certainly like to do that. Definitely if there's a common interest among them, a sports team perhaps, or I look for any information that I can from their personal, their social life. Set aside the medical history, the nurses and the medical team certainly will have that taken care of, but just little things to connect them so that their transition is smoother here and that they're happy here.
His health is greatly improved, that I will say, because like I said, when he came in he wasn't doing anything, and now he'll walk the halls. He's able to now get back in the car with me, and that's because of the care that he's gotten here.
When we have a new resident come in, I put care plans into place so we can find out their likes, dislikes. If they're having a rough day, we know what things will cheer them up or things to do to keep them occupied. If somebody likes vanilla ice cream, then we know that's a good mechanism to use to get them off of wondering or whatever it may be.
We had an Easter dinner for everybody, and I said, okay, it's Easter, we're having lamb, rack of lamb. Everybody went, huh? I said, not ham. Easter to me is lamb. I was unsure, I will be honest. But I still get people stopping me going, that was the best thing I ever had.
As an activity therapist, I will create a care plan that will help the resident have the best quality of life for the day, that gets them out to as much activity and exposes them to as many socialization opportunities as possible. Anything that we can come up with, we adapt to fit the needs of the residents. We have a giant Scrabble board with big pieces to play. We shoot pool. We go outside and garden. We go on fishing trips. You know, any activity that you can think of, we can find a way to adapt it and make it fit to these residents.
I'm a Vietnam vet, and I enjoy volunteering. I love the residents. We have a lot in common, and I love their stories.
It's a tremendous team here. They know what they're doing. You don't have to worry about them, and the comments and the feedback we get are just fabulous.
When I look at the residents, I don't only think about them as a resident here at the Veterans Home, but I think of them as, what if they were my grandfather, my father, my mother, my grandmother, aunts, uncles. I try to put myself in their roles and how they see things. And this is a new world for them, you know. They've been independent, strong men and women in the military, and now they're depending on us to do their daily needs. So that's my goal, to make sure that they adjust well to being here, and I can help them with that.
We make sure that their quality of life is where it should be. I mean, these guys made the ultimate sacrifice, and they should get no less.